Hi, this is Ruth Finswaite, and I am Wisdom Borough Time, and we have invited back Evelyn DeRuse, who is our MFT licensed counselor, psychotherapist, and teacher of the Enneagram, who's been training our staff in emotional intelligence. And she's developed this super cool acronym, REST Yes, as we look at bringing calm and really doing a great job connecting with our families, because there's a lot of togetherness. This is stressful times and really uncharted waters. So we wanted to just send you some really specific tools, and we invite you as we walk through these practices to do them with us at home to help practice bringing calm to yourself, because that's how we're going to bring calm to our kids and our home and each other. So, Evelyn, take it from here. We did R for relax, and now we're on E.
Okay, so by the way, you can do these in any order. The reason they're in this particular order is because it spells something saying yes to rest, yes. So there's no magic to that other than it's just a nice way to remember these kinds of things.
Yeah.
So E is exhale slowly. So there's a lot of interest now in breath work, and there's a lot of research on that. And I hear people say all the time, take a deep breath. Well, that's great, but actually to calm your nervous system, your exhalation is even better. So yes, breathe deeply, breathe from your belly, your diaphragm, that's really good. But if you can slow down your exhalation, it will shift your nervous system from fight or flight into rest and digest, which is the calming. And your body's going to do that automatically. But here, these are these things, REST. These will help you move intentionally into the rest and digest. So exhaling slowly, this is what we're going to do. Just be as calm as you can. So again, sitting in a comfortable position is really, really helpful. Sitting upright is also helpful because you want to be able to expand your rib cage. You want, if you're hunched over, you're not going to be able to breathe as easily. So allowing your body to be in a comfortable position is going to just facilitate this. And yet the key thing is, whatever position you're in, you can still slow down your exhalation. So as you do this with us, sitting in a comfortable position, just take a normal, natural inhale. Just notice what that feels like to breathe normally and naturally. Now, probably because we're already bringing your attention to this, you might be breathing a little differently, and that's really okay. And by the way, some of you might be feeling actually even more nervous just paying attention to your breathing, and that's totally normal, totally okay. This takes practice. By the way, I was one of those people that breath work initially increased my anxiety, but as I worked with it, I was able to develop new neural pathways that allowed me to actually relax even more. So
Can I ask a question? Like, are you at the point where you just naturally breathe deeper?
Not yet.
Okay.
I can go there much more quickly, though.
Okay.
That is the big difference. Yeah. So I have been a shallow breather my whole life, and I'm 65, so that's a long time. But over the last years, working on breathing more fully and slowing my exhalation when I need that, I can calm my nervous system down much, much more quickly. So that's a good thing. So practicing this with us right now, as you inhale, sometimes it helps to actually count. And so maybe you could think about, I'm going to count for an inhalation of about 4, maybe 5. And then if you want to hold it at the top for 1 or 2 counts, that's fine. Or if you want to go right into the exhalation, that's fine too. So we're all going to breathe at different rates. So it's a little tricky to do it together, but let's do this just as an example. And you go at your own pace. But so we would breathe in and hold slowly exhale, just maybe for a count of 5 or 6 or 7. Now I noticed, Ruth, and I'm so glad that we're doing this together. You're breathing with pursed lips through your, and that's okay. But if you have it, clear breathing through your nostrils, that's the ideal, is to inhale.
Exhale through your nose.
Yeah. Yeah. There are like hundreds of different forms of breathing. There are some breathing where you want to breathe through your mouth, but for the most relaxed breathing, breathing through your nose is the best. Okay. Us, I mean, there's allergies, there's, just the common cold. Some of us have obstructions, so it's okay. There's no wrong way to do any of this. But what we're focusing is on slowing down the exhalation. There's a rhythm to our breathing. There's a rhythm to our heart rate. There's a rhythm to so much that's built into our nervous system. And so as we slow down our exhalation, that's what we really want to focus on, because that will shift us into a calmer state. Like I say, the rest and digest side of our nervous system.
Yeah, and I've found actually that in stressful times when I'm having a difficult time falling asleep, that just breathing, and now I'm going to be exhaling through my nose, which I wasn't doing before, but just really, like, I try to count 10 deep breaths, and I usually can't even make it. So I can go from a pretty like, oh, I can't fall asleep state to calming down enough to being able to fall asleep before I hit 10 really slow breaths. So that's really, it's been super helpful just for me at night falling asleep. So that's awesome. All right, R for relax, E for exhale.
Exhale slowly. I'm going to say one other thing real quick.
Yeah.
This is good to practice when things are generally calm. Don't try to do it in the midst of, freaking out yourself or somebody else freaking out. Practice it. Practice. And then maybe under more stressful times, as I said earlier, you'll be able to get there. Okay.
That's great. Awesome. Thank you. All right, you guys, we're coming back with S. Stay tuned.